Listen, you know, I've been trying not to make these videos because they can come off quite messy, and I'm all about encouragement, teaching, truth, Bible. You know what I'm saying? And revelations and things like that. But I mean, it I can't pretend that these things are not spiritual. So don't want to give you too long of a disclaimer. I am, what I'm saying, watching my children at play, so I won't be looking at the camera a whole lot. But I wanted to share, what I'm saying, a couple of things. Number one is that people will flat out open their mouth and lie on you without a second thought, without without remorse, without a conscience, without I, anything that a person with a good heart, that a true child of God would have with telling a lie, any qualms you would have about telling a lie. These people are not like that. These people will open their mouth and flat out lie on you. And some of them bank on, you know what I'm saying? Because we don't really, I don't know about y'all. I'm going to just speak for myself. I don't really have a whole lot of time to be trying to tell somebody my side of the story, or, you know what I'm saying? Now, if a situation come up and it's me and this person one-on-one, depending on who the person is, whether or not they gossip, you know what I'm saying? I'm very, very choosy with who I tell my side of the story to. Or some of these people, like sometimes if I tell my side of the story, it's a neutral party that don't even know the other person, because what you're not going to do is have me in no drama. What you're not going to do is have me in the latest gossip. What you're not going to do is be running your mouth saying what I said to you about this, that, and the third. Guess what? The truth going to come out. Everything in the dark comes to the light. When God moved me to tell my side, I'm going to tell my side. And 9 times out of 10, I got receipts. 9 times out of 10, I got those text messages saved. 9 times out of 10, I got some screenshots. 9 times out of 10, I got something in my email, something backed up in my Google Drive. Please believe it. Please believe it. So, that was one part of it. The next part is this here. People really be bothered when they don't know what your next move is. It really presses them. It perms them. It gives them the silk press when they don't know what your next move is. And, or when they don't know what's going on in your life, period. Some people really, really are agitated and bothered by that, and will go out of their way to try to get whatever information they can from whoever they can about you. Then they'll turn around, they looking at all your social media accounts. You know what I'm saying? They don't see a whole lot of them. Then they all on your YouTube channel. Oh wait, that's me. That's my story. You know what I'm saying? These people will go out of their way to try to figure out what your next move is. Will go out of their way to figure out what you got going on in your life, and will completely abandon everything they got going on in their own life. Completely neglect everything they got going on in their own life. Spending time. And nowadays, these ain't the same. These hours are not the same 60 minutes that they used to be at all. You cannot convince me otherwise. This is not the same. These not the same hours. This is not the same 60 minutes. These hours feel like 20 and 30 minutes nowadays. And people will still spend their time to try to figure out what you got going on in your life for no other reason than gossip, for no other reason than feeling better about themselves, whatever, you know what I'm saying? God forbid, you know what I'm saying, they find out what's really going on. God forbid they find out what's really going on. Now they, you know what I'm saying, really feeling away because they see that you blessed and highly favored for real. They see that you really living that blessed life, and nothing that they doing or saying behind closed doors is affecting your life. So I think I just wanted to share that little tidbit, because I don't like to get on here, you know what I'm saying, and do a whole lot talking about other people. But these people will be absolutely permed, pressed, silk pressed. You know how they press the pants when you take them to the dry cleaners and you can get them pants pressed. That's how pressed these people be about your business, to try to figure out what you got going on. And they think you don't know because you're not, you know what I'm saying? But God will not have you ignorant. The Lord will not have you to be oblivious about things. So that's one thing. And the other thing is that they will flat out open their mouth. And that's why, see, these two really connected, because people have set up and lied about you, and they want to know if you know or not, if you heard it or not. Or the person who they lied to came back and told them that they told you what the lie was and that you denied it. And they want to see how you going to respond to them. You know what? Thanks for the views. And just to go ahead and address that and make that known and make that clear. You know what I'm saying, about my father's business. I'm about breaking generational curses. I'm about getting some money out here. I'm about making sure my kids got what they need. I'm about making sure my kids have stability. I'm not into no drama. You guess what? They told you what about me? Go back and hear it again. You said what about me? Go back and say it again. Go tell another person. Tell a different crowd. Tell a different group of people. Post it on your social media. Do it until your thumbs you ever see a man that work in like certain types of factories and he have his fingers be ground down? Go do it until your fingers is like that. Like the man who do the welding, like the man who sand the wood and cut the wood at Lowe's. Go do it until your thumbs look like that. Sit up and think about it. Journal about it. Journaling is very therapeutic and you need therapy. Very therapeutic. Yes, absolutely. I'm not into that. And people who out here actually living a happy life don't care what nobody else got going on. Why are you obsessed with me? That's what y'all need to ask yourself. What kind of demon are you possessed with that has you absolutely obsessed with me to this degree? Why do you think about me so hard? Why do you think about me so often? Why is it that it don't matter how much I say to myself, the last time we spoke done been how long, and you're still obsessed with me? Why? You're supposed to have this going on. You're supposed to have that going on. You're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you supposedly got going on. Yet and still, little old me is so much is on your mind so bad. How? How, Sway? Like I said, I try not to make these videos like this, but on rare occasions, I gotta call it out. I gotta call it like I see it. I have to tell the truth. So you know what I'm saying? That's where we at.